Transition in. I'm in.
Nice. I transitioned
And
right before you said that, and
That
Discord
would be
was
fun.
on, but my mic wasn't. So the first thing my viewers are gonna hear is you talking.
Oh, lovely. I suppose we should have like timed that better, but
I mean, we're a lot closer than last time, because last time you didn't even really say anything when you went live. I just looked at yours and went, oh, she's going.
Oh my.
okay. I mean that's fair.
What does red mean?
The red actually means it's a little too loud. So
What does the orange mean?
the orange means it's probably right where it should be.
You
I can
more
turn
so
that down
want
a
it.
bit.
I guess there's not really a yellow. It kind of just goes orange to red, huh?
Yeah. So like yeah.
So yeah,
It's still turning down a little bit, but please don't mess up. Please. Okay. So,
let me pull that way a little bit.
Mom,
what is this? Why is that?
Mom,
Hmm?
Control F.
Control S?
Yeah.
That means save. So
But how do we do shift?
shift is this button over here.
No, to make the
I'm on the
red
wrong
circle,
layer.
the orange circle up here.
What orange circle?
The orange circle in chapter simulator 19.
Oh, that's a whole different ball game.
The ball game.
A ball game is a game you play with a ball. That could be a couple of things, but usually it refers to baseball. But since we're talking about a whole different ball game, it could be soccer, it could be football, it could be cricket, it could be basketball.
Cricket
It's sort of like baseball, and then
or football.
but no, football is very different. Um, but cricket is sort of like baseball, which they play in Australia and the United Kingdom. Nope, nope. That's what I want. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking on my phone.
What about gray?
I'm doing the same trick. I switch this flip.
You flip this switch.
I'm doing the same trick when I flip switch.
Okay. Yep. It changes the focus.
What's focus? Well, what's focus?
Focus is how clear or blurry something is.
I like blurry.
You like blurry?
But is close blurry?
Well, that depends on your eyes. For me, close is very clear.
But what about what? Oh, it is blurry.
Looking into it, everything is just going to be really distorted. It refers to things coming out of it.
But how can you see the inside of the hydraulics without a mirror that points inside it?
There's no hydraulics in there. There's electronics, not hydraulics.
What is he looking at?
A projector.
Wait, is this hydraulic?
No, it's a projector. There's no hydraulics in it.
You said there's hydraulics in there.
No, I said there's electronics in there.
What are electronics?
What?
What are electronics?
Electrical components that make computers work.
Like
Not how I would have
electronics
described
you
that.
put in your laptop?
Well, if I was describing it to an adult, I would describe it differently. But describing it to a 5-year-old,
Yeah, but I feel like you could still do more to explain things that run on electricity rather than it being specifically computer parts or camera parts or whatever.
True. But this does relate it specifically to what he's talking about.
False.
Yeah.
It's probably false. Well, why am I so boiling inside it?
Because it has a it has an angled lens on it that makes things bigger.
What's a Durango?
An angled, which means it's. Don't do that. If that hits my screen, it'll scratch it, and then it'll break. Don't throw stuff.
Okay. Well,
What?
whenever this machine falls on beds, they never break.
The beds are soft and will bounce.
But heavy things don't bounce.
That depends on what they land on. Bowling balls bounce.
Soft balls bounce. Right?
Yeah. What are you drawing?
Me? Said one of my D&D characters.
Whoa. Okay, what?
This is one of my D&D characters.
Well, okay, that was a
Okay.
fair.
Currently
Sorry,
changing the hilt on her sword. Is all that on the Slayer? Oh, it is. Oh no. I have to undo that.
Mom, what does close mean? Mom, what does close mean?
Is that the same number that called me earlier? No, it wasn't. Okay. I've had the doctor's office call me 2 days in a row now. Do you have time to talk? No, can you call me this afternoon? Okay, I'll try. And it's like, they never call me back in the afternoon, but they call me first thing in the morning. And it's like,
Yeah.
excuse me. Which I don't know why it would be such a problem to call me back in the afternoon.
They probably just get busy and forget.
What if there was something wrong
Get
with
busy making phone calls?
Mom?
Or handling people in the office.
Mom,
Maybe.
Mom,
What?
what if there was something wrong with this?
We throw it away.
No, don't flip vertically, flip horizontally.
And we had to repair the glass.
We would not repair the glass.
But do we have another spare glass?
No, babe. I bought it super cheap, and it's not worth repairing. It would cost more to repair it than it would to just buy a new one.
But how many seconds will they repair the glass?
We're not gonna repair the glass.
Limit the humans that repair electronics.
It might take them an hour. It's not super complicated.
But how can we tell if it's not going to make a shell appear or if it's broken?
Well, you would have to plug it in order for it to at least attempt to show something.
But how do we plug it up?
I've got cords over here in the drawer that would work.
But I really would we did a movie. Well, I really wished we watched the movie of Blaze.
The only DVD player we have is in the car. So
But how do we get DVDs in here?
you don't. That's what I'm saying. Is you would have to plug it up to a DVD player, and we don't have a DVD player.
But we have a black DVD player, which is mine.
Where? Oh, you mean that one? You're right. We do have that one. I forgot about that one.
We have a black one with a screen.
Yeah, it's got a screen on it, so you don't need the projector for that one.
But it can show up a shadow of a screen. Right?
You'd just be better to watch it on the screen.
But the projector.
But at the last time
Yeah.
we watched huh? Oh, okay. Can I put this back in? Oh, I fixed it.
Okay.
But how did I push it out? How did I push it out?
It just snaps together, bud. Please don't mess with it.
But I can spin it.
Yeah, you can spin it. That's fine.
But
I don't know how to draw wings. Help.
Do not look at me.
I don't mean
What do
chicken
you-
wings.
I need the hair out of it.
Well, I was thinking griffin wings, which
No, Google showed me like fried chicken wings.
oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Wait, there's magnets on it?
No, there's no magnets in it. It just clips together. Now quit pushing it out.
Let's specifically search angel wings. That might
It can push out
be more
and
helpful.
push in.
Don't. Or I will take it away.
But how can we tell if it can push out or push back in?
It's not supposed to. The more you do that, the more you risk actually breaking it.
And there's something dirty on it.
Yeah, because you keep taking it apart. Whenever you take it apart like that, it lets dirt in.
But that's not just any there's something sticky. Very sticky.
Okay, go put it away.
But
Go.
these things can go spinning. Like a spinning hydraulic.
Whoops. I just wanted to add one layer, not two. Probably will need another layer here in a bit, but for the moment. You good?
Me?
No, Marcus.
Oh.
What?
You good?
No, he just bite me outside my wrist. Right here next to my wrist.
I don't see anything, babe. I think you're fine.
But he just bite me. But why is there disgusting milk in there?
Take it down to the kitchen.
But if it's Daddy's mess, If it's Daddy's mess, he cleans it up.
Well, part of it is mine.
Here's stuff on Daddy's desk. Wait, this is what the fudge was in.
Yes, Daddy ate some of my fudge.
If he's still up, he goes downstairs and puts it in the sink, not just leave it on his desk.
Would you like to go put it in the sink?
No, but Mom, do we have any fudge left?
No, I'll have to make some more.
Next time you shouldn't hide it in the fridge.
I should hide it in the fridge?
Yeah, so it can be safe.
It was in the fridge.
Yeah.
Until Daddy ate the last of it?
Yeah, Daddy's allowed to eat it.
But he took the last bag. I did not know there was one more bag of it.
Say what? Hey, put that back.
Now it's like a ladder.
It is not a ladder. It is part of the baby crib.
Light keeper. So the light doesn't get in your eyes.
The light's not going to get in my eyes.
But how can you tell if I can stare at the light?
Don't stare at the light.
So if I quiet, with my eyes closed, I can't.
It'll hurt your eyes. Don't. Were you going to say something?
I was going to make a comment about, I think about the fudge not being safe in the fridge, but I don't remember now exactly what it was. Why are you glaring at me like that?
Downstairs.
Is it because I'm not petting you?
Because your sister's taking a shower. The cat glaring at you?
Yes.
He's a cat. She's a cat.
Yeah. But now that I'm petting her, her eyes are closed and she looks so happy and content because she's getting attention.
Yeah.
Did you see my Marco Polo earlier?
Yes, I responded to it. Did you
Did
not?
I? Did you? Wait. No, there's another one after that about the cat.
I thought I responded to it.
If you did, it didn't go through, but it doesn't say you haven't even watched the one about Nyx.
Yeah, that's not accurate because, yeah, see, I've sent you two since then.
Well, now they show up.
Smells like you. So are you just home all day today? Earlier.
Oh, well, to answer that second bit, no, I was not home all day. I just went home for lunch.
Okay. I just
Oh, my sound's on your stream. I don't need to hear myself.
yeah, that's the thing. Which I'm not I'm not at my desk, so I've only got one monitor at the moment. So
I've got you on my phone.
what, babe? No, go get your own clothes. I've got you up in my browser, and I'm trying to keep an eye on my chat in OBS. So
Yeah.
I'm just all over the place.
Yeah, I've got my main monitor has, Metabang in it. And then my secondary, I have OBS on bottom, and then I have Discord over like 2/3 of it, and then Opera over 1/3, so that I can look at my Google search on how to draw wings.
Yeah. If I thought about it, I could have brought my other tablet up here that's basically the monitor.
Yeah.
But I'm really thinking about getting rid of it because half the time I plug it in and it works. Like it'll show a monitor on my screen,
Mm-hmm.
on the screen, but when you use the pad, it doesn't work on the monitor. It shows it up as a cursor on the laptop.
Hmm.
So it basically just works like this one. It just has a fancy screen, and I can't figure out why.
You need to update the drivers or something?
Try.
Hmm. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's usually with the Wacom one I've got, if it messes up, I update my drivers and that fixes it. That being
Yeah.
said, at this point, it's so old, it doesn't get driver updates.
Yeah. Like that.
And I'm also still shocked that this cord is even working still with how messed up that is.
Yeah. I gotta go do the beans.
Oh, my feathers are looking decent so far. Some of them look a little bit more like leaves than feathers, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Looks fine to me. Are you doing them top to bottom? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ollie? I just heard you running down the hallway. I'd like
Is she running from monsters out there?
no running from the bathroom to her bedroom.
Hmm.
Okay, Mom,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
That one's significantly larger.
Don't mess with Daddy's desk.
But what about these lids?
Lids? What lids? Oh, they're trash. That's not a heater, that's an air purifier. It gets some of the pet dander out of the air. Dead skin from blue. Yeah, one of them is Sam Adams and one of them is root beer. Yes.
This thing?
Yes.
But why did he got two same atoms?
Because he had two Sam Adams.
And two root beards.
Yes.
Why did he got two same atoms and two root beards?
Because he has a fondness for glass bottles.
Wait. A musical science experience both With these glass bottles.
That's a Welch's bottle, but yes, it is a glass bottle. Can you go put it back in the trash?
But I really wish we did science experiment with it. My mom was just talking about this bottle being a science experiment.
I'm realizing the hilt on her sword is all sorts of crooked.
Why am I seeing my butt?
It's a shoe. It's not your butt.
I meant, why am I seeing my butt?
That's your butt.
Why?
That's your shoe.
Why am I seeing my butt?
'Cause I'm gonna draw your butt.
What? I want to see the butt.
I'll get there eventually. Right now, I'm drawing a shoe.
Okay. I'm gonna take this stuff downstairs.
Okay. One at a time. Or two at a time. That's fine.
I can do two at a time.
Okay.
You guys don't have to worry.
You said her sword is.
Whoa, Kelly, that's cool.
Not too off.
When you compare it to where the hilt is, like
Oh, you're talking about like the blade being off from the sword? Or the blade being off from the hilt?
part of it, let me undo some of this because I didn't have all of these lines here. Too far. So like
Yeah,
it came down this way and then twisted over here to the side and then continued down. And then also,
Gotcha.
yes, the blade is messed up as well.
Okay.
Mom,
What?
can you turn on some music on your phone?
No, my phone is almost dead. I'm not turning my phone on right now.
Then charger.
Daddy took the charger to work. I need to get some chargers for Christmas.
I say you guys only have one phone charger?
It's this thing.
We have one for the van. We have one beside our bed, and I have one at my desk. But the one from beside the bed has gotten moved into the truck.
Ah.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, please come back for you got them because I need them. Go brush your hair. You know you need to brush your hair.
I get it. What's this thing for?
I don't know. Please leave Daddy's boxes alone.
I think it's for.
Put it down. Now.
Put in there. You brush your hair.
No, you brush your hair. All right. Now I'm drawing the baby booty.
Baby.
No. Off the bed while you're brushing your hair. Yeah, from under Dad's desk. Next time we may need to plan this a little later. Actually, Marcus,
Yeah.
it's time to go brush teeth. How? You know how to brush your teeth?
I mean, at least at this point, they'll be going to bed soon.
Yeah.
We also at some point need to do actual, like, gaming streams together.
I
Hate that.
That would mean I have to figure out my actual like password for my other account. Or you could just stream it on yours and I'll just be there, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't have to be online for it. That's the wrong button. Do I have shift out here? I don't. I have to actually physically hit shift. Okay.
How many buttons do you have on your pen?
On the pen, I have 2. On the tablet, I have 4.
Okay. I was just curious because, like, honestly, the yours and mine sound very similar. Because, like, I've got, can't really see it, but there's a
Yeah,
front button and
that's
a back button.
what I've got.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
See here, that pen looks like the pen for my other tablet. Sort of. It's got white on it instead of silver-ish.
Mm.
But you've got the eraser on the back of yours, don't you?
I do, and that is something I am very specific about, and that is why I continue to use this tablet 13
Yeah,
years
like that.
later.
That would, but like I've got 4 buttons across the top here.
Okay, mine are
So
in the corners. It's 2 here, and then 2 over here.
yeah. See, I could orient mine this way and draw it, but I mean, since my laptop screen is landscape, it just makes sense.
Well, I mean, mine is also landscape. This is just how I held it up to not twist the cord
but
weird.
like my buttons could be on top. My buttons could be on the side. I can orient the
fair.
buttons differently. That's what I was referring to.
At some point, I want to try out Kaz's tablet.
What did he have?
I don't know. It's bigger and it has more buttons. It's out in the living room, so.
Okay. It's not a Wacom, I'm guessing.
I have no idea.
Okay. At the Corner Scribblers meeting. What?
Yeep. Too far.
Feet stay on the floor. Am I gonna have to come spank him? You know better than to be climbing on stuff. No. Feet stay on the floor. Corner Scribblers is a guy that also does illustrations, but he's got the Apple tablet that I've always wanted to try it. Oh, come on.
What?
I drew half of this on the wrong layer.
Oof.
But, like, I certainly don't want to spend the money on an Apple tablet
Yeah.
and it not do what I want it to. I've also thought about, I think Samsung has a version that
Yeah. Samsung does have tablets. The issue with that is that the main appeal of the Apple tablet is having Procreate, which you then can't get if you get a Samsung tablet.
Well, I mean, you can't use Procreate on a Samsung?
Nope, it is specifically an Apple program. It is only available in the Apple Store.
Okay. I'm curious because Apple's been working with guys. Um, there have been several. I turned my touchpad off of Apple's supposedly exclusive apps that create on an iPhone. I mean, there's nothing that I'm
Yeah.
assuming that.
It's been several years since I looked into it, so I mean, maybe it's changed, but
Well, I know I like using Safari. Like that's my preferred browser,
fair.
but I've never owned an Apple product.
You had your iPod.
That's valid. I had a couple iPods, but
Yep.
like that was before Wi-Fi was a thing.
Mm. And you had your iPod Touch Wi-Fi was a thing. Because I remember
It,
sitting there on it at one of Leslie's girls' nights.
it was vaguely a thing, but it wasn't as big a thing as it is now.
Well, yeah.
Um, like you, the music that was on the Touch was downloaded via cable. Like if you,
Yeah.
it wasn't the same. What are y'all doing? Have y'all brushed your teeth? Huh.
I feel like the more applicable way to say that then would be music streaming wasn't a thing, more so than that Wi-Fi wasn't a thing.
Not necessarily, because apps you downloaded could also be downloaded via cable.
I think I got a phone too late for that because I don't really remember ever doing that.
Well, again, the iPod Touch wasn't a phone, but yeah.
It's phone-esque. My first phone was your old blue flip phone, and then my first phone with service was the LG Lotus. Neither of those had apps like modern smartphones do.
Do you have my Lotus or Dad's Lotus?
Which one was which color?
Mine was purple. Dad's was like candy apple red.
Okay, I think I had yours then.
Okay.
I always thought it was more of a gray-black kind of color, but
Maybe the paint came off or something, but
probably.
I think maybe they offered the red and the gray, and like I was debating between the red or the purple.
Well, I know one of y'all had the red one.
Okay, because I remember like mine specifically, it was like purple with like a little swirly design on it.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. If I did still have it, it's one of the things that would have been left in Tennessee, so
yeah, like I don't expect you to still have it or anything, but
I had David's old phone for a while. I don't know why.
I keep thinking, like, I want my favorite phone back. But even if I did get the phone, it would be so outdated compared to what we have today
Yeah.
that it wouldn't even.
I miss the little tower game. I know there are app versions of that.
Yeah.
But they're not the same. Like, none of them have the same feel.
There's also, like, people who intentionally do the lo-fi games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even things like Minecraft that are increasingly, like, expensive, but the blockiness.
Yeah.
It's mini me.
It's young you.
But I like to say it's mini me.
I know she can't hear me, but kiddo, you're the mini me.
Off to bed. Go to your bed.
What?
Because it's bedtime. No, it's bedtime. This makes her face look so flat.
To be fair, that's an awkward angle for the face.
It is.
Something tells me I'm not going to get to drawing Mercer tonight.
Trying to figure out what to do with her hand.
I don't know. All I can see is down to her elbow. Oh, there's the scroll. A little bit. I got down to the wrist. Or maybe the rest is just hidden in the grass.
Yeah, like it's hidden in the grass, but it's like, not even
Okay.
right now because it's a model picture, but
Yeah, that's fair. And say if she's in the grass in whatever setting you're putting this in, draw the grass blades going up rather than the wrist going down. But if you're going to move this
yeah,
to being inside somewhere or something, then
yeah. You need to look at.
which from that
Uh,
angle, you should be able to get away with just like drawing the like butt of the palm here and the edge of the thumb, and that should be about all you need.
yeah, like it wouldn't be hard, but
And also, it's one of those positions that it's never going to look right.
yeah, I mean it is. It is. I think blue's got to go up.
All right, so is it 5-minute break time?
Yeah, 5-minute break time.
Take Blue out, put the kids to bed. I need a drink.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I was also waiting for the kids to go to bed so I
Yeah.
could get out the candy.
Fair. I took a moment to go down a rabbit hole. Because I had the thought earlier of seeing what TSO's concert schedule looks like. And their tickets are a whole lot cheaper than Hades Town.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because like I can get a pretty decent seat for about $100, and if I do that at the 3 o'clock show, I don't have to stay overnight.
Where at?
St. Louis.
Okay. Where did my mouse go?
It's like, you know, I might could make that work.
Yeah. Why? Why is my tablet stopped working?
Did it get unplugged a little bit or something?
No?
Hi, baby.
There it is. Okay. I unplugged and plugged it back in. So,
Hmm. You don't have a short in the cord or anything, do you?
not that I'm aware of.
Hi, baby.
And I don't think so because when I unplugged it, it did the bloop to tell me it was unplugged.
Fair.
So it's not like it was already unplugged. Alright.
As we paused to walk away, I stopped to give Nyx some pets, and as I'm petting her, and I feel her damp fur from her cleaning herself, I'm like, you know, this is probably the worst possible time to be petting you, isn't it?
Yep.
Why do you like the stick better than the toy? Whatever. She's entertained.
Yep. Nope. That is not what I wanted.
You know, if this song had come out any earlier in the year, it probably would have ended up in my top songs on Spotify Wrapped. But alas, it came out just shortly before Spotify Wrapped came out, so they had already stopped collecting data. But I have been listening to it on repeat for the past
What is
week or two. It's one of the songs from the Honkai Star Rail soundtrack, but it's a cover done by 3 of the voice actors in Honkai.
Okay.
In which previously Thayu and Nicholas had done a cover of it, and then now they've redone it with Damon as well. I do not know Damon and Nicholas's voices well enough to tell who's doing which part, but I can recognize Thayu,
Okay.
if nothing else, just because he does collabs with Ray all the time.
Yeah.
His voice also is just like a little bit more gravelly, but like part of the difficulty is Nicholas's character in Honkai is I don't he's not entirely monotone, but like he's very even and consistent most of the time.
Yeah.
And then Damon just has a really good range because in Honkai he plays this very low voice, very like kind of I don't want to say gruff, but very solemn. Oh, hi, baby. Hi. But it's just a lot lower register, more serious kind of voice. Versus his character in Genshin is a little magician twink.
Okay.
And he's a lot more flamboyant. And so hearing the song, I'm just like, I don't know which of these is Nicholas and which of these is Damon. They both sound good, but I can't tell who's who. Are you aware that you're putting an input on my mic? It can hear you rubbing against it.
Oh. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, no.
No. There's a kitty who wants it
But
to smell like her.
I'm not rubbing against your mic, so
I'd be really impressed and a little horrified if you were. That rubs against your mic, not mine.
I mean my mic's up here, so
That's fair.
this mic, it's got a short in it or something, but every time I use it, it like every half second it'll cut out.
Hmm.
So oh, I didn't know that.
What?
You can change the brush size by holding Control and Alt and dragging.
Interesting. What was my brush size at? 3.4, I think? Yeah, that looks about right. I have so many feathers left. I've been at this
Yeah,
for
the
an hour.
feathers and scales are never ending.
Yeah, and like, I have a scales brush and I have a feathers brush, but they wouldn't be good for this because that is one feather that is the same, and I would have to sit there adjusting the size and placement on every single one.
Yeah. See, I've got a couple leaf brushes that are like that.
Yeah, I just have this leaf brush.
Which one? Where'd Twitch go?
Leaf.
That's OBS. Where did Twitch go? Yeah, that's one of the ones I've got.
Yeah. I have two different freckles brushes. Swirl? Oh, swirl.
Okay, I think I have a freckles. Of course, it may be that I just never had a use for freckles.
I
Since
have carmine.
most
I have every use.
well, like most of what I draw is animals.
Yeah, that's fair.
So there is a picture of Garland in my books that um he's got freckles.
Yeah,
But I think I just used like a splotchy something or other.
yeah. I have. Hello. Brush. There we go. I have that one. That's a more realistic freckle. And then I have that one that's also looks kind of realistic, really. When you make it bigger, it looks less realistic. They're too
Yeah, well,
uniform versus the other one's more splotchy.
yeah.
And then we have my skin texture, which is technically paint flakes. Fabric. That's a very handy brush. I use that so much. My sparkles, which apparently
Yeah, I've got
are purple because my backup color is purple.
I've got sparkles as well.
That's just standard brushes. The black and purple sparkles are honestly really pretty. They won't fit the color scheme of this drawing, but
Yeah, details, details.
uh, when Spotify Wrapped did come out, it was kind of funny. What was it that my top songs were? Wrapped. Where are you? Can I get my Wrapped from this year? Okay, I didn't actually have any Hoyo stuff in my top songs. It was just in the top albums.
Mm.
But, like, I only got back into Genshin, like, halfway through the year.
Yeah.
So just from, like, July to the end of November, that ended up being one of my top albums, was the Nod Cry soundtrack.
Yep.
But my top artists had Jorge on his own and the cast of Epic.
Okay.
And my fifth most played song was Wouldn't You Like? Imagine that. Hermes was my favorite.
Well, yeah. Oops. I need to listen to Epic again.
I can't wait for him to put Ilium out. He's only on like the third song. It's gonna be a while. But the little blips he has shared, it's already so good.
Okay.
Not that I would expect anything less after how good Epic was.
Everybody flumps eventually.
Eventually, yes, but he's just getting started. I can't imagine it would happen that quick.
You ever heard of a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, but I feel like in that instance, it's not everyone flomps eventually. Because that's going to be pretty quick if they were just a one-hit wonder.
Why does my number pad keep getting turned off?
Why is my camera so far off to the side? Hello? Why are you... Why are you sitting funny? Hello? There we go. I keep forgetting I have cereal.
Cereal.
Tricks.
Hmm.
It was that, or... It's not Raisin Bran because there's no raisins in it, but just the bran part of Raisin Bran.
Frosted Flakes?
No, like, I guess, but, like, not the sugary kind of Frosted Flakes, just,
Flakes?
yeah. Why are you gonna tell me there's a reserve opportunity available and then get rid of it when I try to look at the reservation?
Because somebody else grabbed it?
Probably. Um, but yeah, it was between the tricks, the flakes, or off-brand Cheerios that taste like cardboard.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's like you
What
can
was it?
make them better if you add cinnamon, but I have a bad habit of putting too much cinnamon, and then I'm just microdosing myself doing the cinnamon challenge at the bottom of the bowl.
Ugh. Okay, fruit.
If I have any available.
We've taken to getting frozen fruit. It's cheaper and works just the same.
I can't bite frozen things.
Well, you can let it thaw.
That's a lot of work for a bowl of cereal.
You let it thaw in advance or microwave it.
I end up with hot fruit.
Picky.
Listen, I don't exactly have the best track record of frozen things being thawed in the microwave. I just will always get flashbacks to Grandma microwaving my chocolate milk and then putting ice in it.
Yeah, I mean but that really didn't have anything to do with you.
No, but I was still the one who had to drink it. But only for that
Yeah.
trip, and then after that I went, I'll just take the sweet tea. It wasn't sweet, but it was better than that.
Yeah.
So many feathers. At least the further into this I get, the larger the feathers are. And so there's fewer to draw.
Yeah.
You changed pictures and I just saw the flash of color change out of the corner of my eye and just went, yonk. Also, I'm absolutely going to be lazy on the other wing and just duplicate this. I'm not doing this again. I still don't like the hilt on her sword, but I don't know what to do with it.
Makes Artie look like one of the Mario brothers.
I don't see it.
The mustache.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
We both just focusing really hard.
I guess. That is the difficult part of an art stream, is the chatter does kind of die out because we just fixate on what we're doing.
Yeah.
Especially since we were on call yesterday, we talked about a lot of our just things yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, but I really wasn't in a place to do a stream yesterday.
And that's fair. Wing done. Hour
Alright,
and
now
40
color it.
minutes into the stream.
Now color it.
No. Now, there actually won't be much coloring to do with her wings because they are white mostly, so.
Fair.
Actually, coloring isn't that bad. Shading is what's going to be horrid.
Yeah.
But also, I could just make this rather stylized because it is a depiction of a goddess. She's not actually there. So it can be whatever art style the people of Vekoma did. It doesn't have to be realistic. I put that on the Slayer, didn't I? Yep, okay. I'll erase this carefully.
We could start a drinking game. Every time you draw something on the wrong layer.
Yeah. Thankfully, this is less about drawing it on the wrong layer and more about, dang it, I merged these layers already.
Oh.
So when I fixed the sword blade, I did it on its own layer and then merged it onto the line art layer, which means now that I'm erasing the wing, I have to go around the blade.
That looks like a diaper.
I'm still unsure about her halo. I never did reach a decision on that. Oh, she looks weird without wings. She feels so off balance.
Yeah, that happens. Somebody has eaten all my chocolate.
Uh-oh.
I want to know whose idea these stupid tiny Snickers were. Oops. That's on the wrong layer. Hmm. No, stop. Okay. Oops. Was it bran flakes?
Possibly.
Because that was like the original, and then like because it was so dry and bland, they added the raisins. And you
Yeah.
got raisin bran.
It's just kind of one of the stock things that the food bank always has. Or mostly always.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that even when I get like super focused and locked in, my brain is still elsewhere. I was thinking about Flynn's.
Random.
Yeah. Like I could be thinking about D&D, I could be thinking about, the art that I'm actively working on. I could be thinking about a lot of things, but I'm thinking about Flynn's.
Well, I have a theory that it has something to do with the body versus mind, where your body has to be doing one thing and your mind has to be doing something different, but they both have to be occupied.
Yeah, that
So
would
if
be a...
your eyes and your hands are working on art, your brain may be doing something totally unrelated.
Yeah, you'd think you'd need your brain for the art as well, though, because you have to think about what you're doing.
It depends on which portion you're doing. Right now, I'm tracing, so I'm basically just following these lines that are already here.
Yeah. I'm sort of doing the opposite. I'm erasing things that need to be in the background because currently they're in the foreground. Okay, I think that's got all of it. Aside from the halo, but I don't entirely know that I want to get rid of that, so...
That makes her foot look funny.
Feathers are done! I need to be careful stretching in this shirt.
One more reason I don't have my webcam on.
Yeah. Most shirts, it's not an issue. This one is specifically a crop top, so...
Yeah. You get that rated R rating?
No, that'll just get me banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, I can mark it as a mature stream, however, there are still some things.
Yeah.
And while I know you can technically use OnlyFans for a lot of things, I don't think moving my art streams over there is gonna go well.
Probably not.
I need to save this.
Yes.
Okay. No, I wanted you to take a screenshot, not do anything with screen recognition. Not screen recognition, speech recognition.
Oh. Yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah. I just want
Yay,
to...
drawing black animals.
draw gray and then shade with black.
Just trying to get the basic outline so I can see where the joints are.
Yeah. Okay. What parts of what here are going to be what color? If nothing else, I know her hair is red. I can start there.
Yep. Start with what you know. Oh.
Also, because of the chainmail, I am on layer 465.
Good grief.
Most of those got merged down, and now I just have one singular chainmail link. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot.
I've never had that many. I've had I think like 120 layers.
Yeah.
I've never had that many layers.
A lot of the times, if I'm doing something with chainmail or feathers or something of that nature, where I'm just making one and duplicating and duplicating and duplicating and duplicating, it gets up there.
Yeah.
But this may be a record on them. Very squeaky. Is the squeaking annoying you too? I love how much she loves it when I just grab her face.
Okay.
It's like she will shove her face as far into my hand as she can.
Hmm.
She also does this thing that we were never able to figure out if she's hunting or trying to take care of a baby. But she will carry her little mouse toys into the room and she'll just sit there screaming until I recognize and like address her like,
That's a hunting.
okay.
She's bringing you food because you're a terrible hunter.
Thanks. Why are you trying to bring me food in the middle of the night?
I forget what the word is, but cats aren't nocturnal. They aren't diurnal, but it's something they're awake
Like
at
deer.
dawn and dusk.
Yeah.
So
I know we've looked this up because we were talking about deer and they're the same, but I don't remember the word either.
yeah.
But it's not even dusk. She'll come in at like 3 a.m.
She's also a domesticated cat, so she's a little messed up.
She just called you messed up. Are you going to take that? Making absolutely no move to do anything, so I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, she in fact tucked her paws in to be even more of a loaf. Yeah.
Good grief, that looks like a cartoon character.
Your stream or my stream?
My stream.
I'm just seeing, I think, the back of the neck. So, a little hard to tell if that's cartoony or not,
What neck?
I think. It's like you've got the ears up here and then going down the back of the neck onto the back.
Oh. See, it's hard for me to tell when I can't see my own live stream.
Yeah.
Well, Twitch is not wanting to take me off of yours. Okay.
I mean, at this point, it's caught up and zoomed out, so. Oh, now he's zooming back in.
Yeah.
I feel like her nose is.
Cartoony.
It looks like a tube.
Yeah. I mean, it sort of, it was, but it wasn't like, it was very narrow and it was very long, which is like
Yeah,
a very
this
quirky characteristic.
it
But
is. Something about the way it's drawn there, though, just looks like someone shoved her snout in an empty toilet paper roll.
yeah, that's plus she part of the problem I have with drawing her is she's black. So you can't see anything when you're looking at her. Part
Yeah.
of the problem is because she was a mix of two very different dog breeds.
Her
She
anatomy
doesn't,
is just weird.
yeah, like she's bigger than a corgi and smaller than a lab. And, but like,
Yeah. I always kind of forget that she was a corgi.
yeah, because she was so much bigger than a normal corgi.
Yeah.
But she had the big bat ears that were the telltale, and her eyes, I don't know what her eyes, like one is significantly bigger than the other. I don't know what these eyes are doing.
Yeah. I think I always just kind of assumed she was some sort of terrier.
Nope. Do I strike you as a terrier type person?
I don't know. You assume I know a lot more about the specific dog breeds than I do. I know what they look like. I don't know all of their personalities and what they were bred for.
Terriers are yappy. Just about all of them are yappy. I don't do yappy.
Fair. But also her having anxiety, it could be that, oh, she's the one terrier that's not, because she has an anxiety disorder.
That made her more fidgety, more barky, more, you know.
Yeah.
Oops. That the one? Well, that's not what I wanted, but okay.
And then now I have this girly with her separation anxiety. Is there anything I can do to help quell that separation anxiety?
Busy toys. Things she can play with on her own, so she's less likely to notice that you're missing.
Hmm.
You can get like timer feeders and treat dispensers, um, things like that
Yeah.
that will work when you're not there.
I've debated getting a timed feeder because, on one hand, that means less that I have to be concerned with.
Yeah.
Um, but also I don't necessarily want her on a strict schedule because I know I see a lot of people that are like, "Oh, the time changed. Now my cat's yelling at me an hour off and blah blah blah." And it's like, Nick's adjusted just fine because she doesn't have a specific schedule. It's just when I eat dinner, I give her dinner.
True. You can get remote activated food and treat dispensers so that it's not necessarily attached to a clock. Um, and there's ones you can get where you can actually like talk to them through the dispenser.
I have thought about getting the like pet cameras so that I can see what she's up to while I'm gone.
Yep.
But then I think about how much do those cost? I don't know, and I have yet to look it up.
I've lost her eye.
I only colored one eyebrow.
Ah, I found it. You can day we had Thanksgiving
Mm-hmm.
in the Family Life Center. Um, the Varlites were in the mini chapel, and like we had 15 people there.
Yeah.
The Varlites had 60,
Jeez.
and they were in the mini chapel.
Yeah, I feel like y'all might could have swapped that.
Yeah. Which I know, like, when you're reserving church stuff, it's like it's first come, first serve. So,
Yeah.
but there was also the prospect of um, all the people in Sevierville coming down.
Hmm.
So, and there was prospectively another 10 people coming. But
Yeah.
does this look all right? I don't know. It
Mm,
feels very bizarre.
Am I just looking at the eyes or the head as a whole?
Uh, just the eyes for the moment,
Okay.
because I know the snout is still doing a thing,
Yeah.
but it's
I think that last shift you did on the eyes helps.
Yeah.
And then once you get the snout adjusted so that that curve up towards the brow is smoother, that'll also help. And I opened your stream on my phone so that I wouldn't have my computer struggling with running a stream and watching a stream. But if I had put it on my computer, I could have recorded your stream to have next to mine on the VOD so you can see both sides of it.
Yep. But I guess not.
Yeah. I suppose technically I could just go back and watch your stream and record your stream, but then I have to sync it up as well as spend, the 2, 3, 4 hours, however long we're going, recording.
Like how? What are we at? We're at 2 hours now.
Yeah.
So.
And trying to send a video file that long would be very difficult for you to just download your half and send it to me.
Yeah. I'm also not recording this time. So.
No, but Twitch will hold on to the video for like 2 weeks or something.
That's true. Speaking of which.
Because I don't ever record mine. I just download them off Twitch.
I came over here to watch my stream to do something. What did I come to do?
I have no idea. All you said was speaking of which. And then presumably opened it.
That's frustrating.
Thinking about how long we've been at this now really contextualizes just how many times I can listen to a song that I have been listening to this song for the past 2 hours. Probably 3 hours.
The same song?
Yes.
Why?
Because it makes my brain happy.
Okay.
This is why I was saying if it had come out earlier in the year, it would have been in my top songs on Spotify. Because
Yeah, I can't do that.
I very much fixate on songs, and I will just listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it.
Yeah. that doesn't help. I had a moment of panic there. I was looking at my, followed channels,
Mm-hmm.
and it says Matka Obadiah is offline.
You're not on that account.
Yes, like I am online, but I'm not on that account because that's
Yep.
not my art account. I'll be okay. Okay. What is this? I don't know what that layer. Oh, I know what that layer was. Never mind. That layer was there for a purpose.
Number of times I sit here looking at a layer like, what are you? And then it's just like the shine in their eyes. So it's just this tiny little blip.
Yeah. Well, this was a brand new layer. There wasn't anything on it. But I was like, what
Why did I
was
make you?
what was the intention behind this? Still not like it still looks like a diaper. The new bane of my existence. Noses. Terrible. So let's push it to 3. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, does this look less cartoony?
I don't know how far behind this is to know when it's caught up.
Well, I've outlined her head.
Yeah, I kind of figured since you were asking. I'm only seeing half a head being outlined, so...
That still looks goofy.
I think make the line, like, along the top of her nose thinner.
Okay.
Because I think part of what it is that line being so bold and thick, it's drawing too much attention. As well as on the end, try to put a little bit of a curve up towards the brow.
Where is her collar?
Hidden under the
That was-
fluff.
No, because I mean, like, maybe down there, but no, because her collar was always like right under her jaw.
Did you
Part of
maybe
it is also this one.
take it off for a bath shortly before taking that picture?
That may be. But does that help a bit? So it doesn't look like her jaw is connected to her ear.
Yeah. You could maybe put some little, like, tufts of fur there. So, I mean, even drawing people, I don't draw the jaw going all the way up to the ear. Technically, your jaw does kind of connect to your ear, but the inferred line is usually enough.
Yeah. Okay. I like that better. Post kitty. Oh, think I'm probably gonna call it a night here soon.
That's fair. I'm really glad that I decided to post art videos every other week. Because it's gonna take a minute to get through this.
Okay. Get through. Oops.
It's like this is already my second session working on this drawing.
Mm.
I'll maybe get through the flat colors. I'm not getting it shaded tonight, though. My hand's already getting tired.
Yeah, my hand's getting tired too. That's kind of.
And I keep forgetting to blink.
I mean, yeah. Oops, it's an eraser. Can't draw with an eraser.
I mean, if you're drawing using negative space, you can.
But I am not. How's this one look?
I don't know, you're still erasing a line.
Give it a second.
Yeah, I know. Nope, there's more lines. I'm glad you got that dot. That was gonna annoy me.
Probably need to put that baseline under his paw so it doesn't look like he's just stepping into nothing.
Yeah. I feel like you need something to indicate his jaw.
Yeah, I was looking at that as well, but there's not really
That's
like you
when you just get the little squiggly tuft of fur.
just it's there's
Or even just like a few lines indicating, hey, there's fur going this way.
whoops.
Ooh, my phone's dying.
All right. Does that look better?
I'm still waiting for it to catch up. But rather than tapping your layers to see which one you're on, you can just like pull the opacity down on one of them so you can see which one's which. Go through, do your erasing, and then pull it back up.
Maybe.
That's what I typically do. Whatever works, works, but I don't know exactly how far I'm waiting for this to get. It's like you've zoomed out, but you're still erasing lines. So I don't know if you're doing more with him or just working on the background.
Um, Erasing those lines should be the last little bit.
Okay. The line for his mouth does help, but his neck still seems like a void of blob. Which I get it. He's a black
Yeah.
cat. That's what he is, but
Well, he's wearing it like there is a collar line here, but it's it's just covered by his fur. So like
and that is where you
that
take an artistic liberty in that it doesn't have to be covered by his fur.
yeah, like absolutely. Um, there's been several instances where it's like the anatomy is not anatomying.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
like,
gonna,
I
or
understand
even,
that I have traced this from a real photo, and that is what anatomy does, but that's not what anatomy does.
yeah, or even that's not what people expect from canine or feline anatomy.
Yeah,
So rather than point out something weird going on, I'm just gonna go with what people expect on this small thing.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm not leaving his mouth like that. No, that's just goofy.
It is. It's like having an indication of his mouth is good. However,
That's not what cat mouths do. Yeah, like his mouth is just not there. That's just
shadow inside of shadow.
yeah, like
Not exactly speaking of shadows, but somehow it reminded me. I saw a post that the extended edition of the Lord of the Rings trilogy is going to be in theaters soon.
yeah. Next year,
Yeah,
um, for the 25th anniversary of the release of the Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you had heard about that or not.
yeah. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but what's happened is I don't know if we talked about this the other night. Um, but Netflix bought WB,
Yeah.
which owns New Line Cinema. So they're trying to cash in. Like they did a 20th anniversary, New Line Cinema did, which was just a couple years ago.
Yeah. And now,
So now Netflix is cashing in on the 25th anniversary. So it's like, I mean, you could at least push it off a little bit and do the 25th anniversary of the Return of the King.
yeah. Or just do the 30th anniversary or something.
Yeah.
But no, that would require the corporation to not be greedy.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid a corporation not be greedy. They need all that money, don't you know?
No.
Not amused by my sarcasm, eh?
I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of, like, I know I doom scroll. I know I shouldn't doom scroll. But I can't get through a Facebook a short, without an ad. And in between every short, there's at least one, if not two, ads. And half the people that are in the shorts are selling stuff. And it's like,
Yep.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I know all it really does is change what advertising I get, but anytime I get ads on, TikTok or whatever, I'll tell them, hey, I'm not interested in this. It's too repetitive. Because, hey, I don't want ads everywhere. Add this,
Okay.
sponsored that, whatever. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Go away.
Well, I heard a statistic today that we're exposed to something like 5,000 ads a day.
Yep.
Like,
This is why I have ad block, because screw that.
my laptop, but I don't have it on my phone.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lot harder to get on mobile.
yeah. It's just so frustrating.
I get annoyed with billboards existing. Why do we need ads driving down the road?
We don't.
Like,
But
there's,
companies will be greedy.
yeah. Like, there's some I can understand. Like, there's a place out here, Ammo Alley. If they didn't have the billboard on the road, I'd never know it was there because it's off a little side road. But, I mean, where
Yeah.
else are you going to put a gun range?
Yeah, I mean that is kind of a thing. So, okay, I think I'm done with this. I think I'm too
Okay.
tired. Um, going to say good night. While I try to
Goodbye.
find the right window to end the stream.
That would be OBS.
Yeah, but of course I opened Discord and I opened Opera and
They're
it's
all
like, no,
round.
that's not it. No, that's not it.
Yeah, the number of
But okay,
times I somehow end up opening Resolve instead of OBS. And they're on opposite ends of my hotbar, so I don't know how I do that as often as I do.
there's some things that it just, for whatever reason, your brain miswires, and it's hard to rewire it.
Yeah. Brain just goes, yep, that's video maker.
Yeah,
Wrong end of the video making process, but you know.
yeah. Okay. Good night to
Good.
Twitch.
I don't know how much of this I want to do tonight.
Yeah. Eh?
Eh?
Oh, I forget. OBS changes the audio, so all of a sudden your voice changed.
Oh.
Like what?
That's weird that OBS changes my voice. I don't feel like
I
it
don't
should
know.
do that.
Well, I mean, like it's probably just got like a different gain level, a different noise gate, a different,
But
just some
what
basic stuff. Like,
but what it's putting out shouldn't affect what you're hearing.
I don't know.
Be curious to look in your settings, but that's hard to do from here.
Yeah.
And like you could stream it to me on Discord, but I'm also still doing my stream, so
Yeah. We do. I was on the phone a little bit ago with Garland,
mhm.
and he heard my computer do that badoo when I unplugged my mouse to plug the tablet in. And he's like, "Is somebody on my computer?" I'm like, "No, hun, that's just a Windows default sound. It's just a badoo."
Why would he assume it's his computer?
Because I have recently, like, I'm upstairs in the bedroom, so I am right here next to his computer.
Fair.
So,
But yeah, that's
and
just
part of it is just a little bit of paranoia, making sure the kids aren't on his computer. So, especially with the new VR set.
yeah. And I guess that is fairly equivalent to me hearing a Discord sound in a YouTube VOD and going, what? And
Yeah.
getting confused when I don't have a Discord.
It's funny. It's when I'm at Baskin Robbins and someone's DoorDash app goes off and I reach for my phone.
Yeah. The doorbell
Wrong
at
job.
the doorbell at Marco's is the same doorbell that we had at Breakout, and it would confuse me every time.
Yeah.
And it was funny when, we were there with Lee and Tommy, they would also look up when the doorbell went off.
Of course. I haven't seen Lily and Tommy in a while.
Have you not been at lunches, or have they not been at lunches?
Back and forth. Either they're there and I'm not, or I'm there and they're not. And,
Ah,
Liam's getting more mobile, so he's getting into stuff. He's getting more germs. He's getting more sick.
yeah.
So it's like that was why they weren't at Thanksgiving, is the night before Liam had gotten sick. So
Oh,
they weren't sure if they were gonna make it. But then Thursday morning, Aaliyah wasn't feeling good.
yikes.
So yeah.
I didn't know they weren't at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Like I said, there was
I,
prospectively an extra 10 people that could have been there that weren't.
yeah. I
So I don't
text
know where.
Aaliyah semi-often, but Tommy's bad at texting, so I haven't talked to him in a hot minute.
Yeah. I think every time I text the both of them, Aaliyah's the only one that answers. So
Yeah. At Tommy's birthday, I texted Aaliyah and said, hey, tell your husband happy birthday, because
I
he's
guess
bad at texting. And she's like, yeah, I'm trying to pull teeth getting him to answer me about dinner tonight. So it's not like it's any one person. He's bad at texting even his own wife.
yeah. Garland is terrible at texting. Which I get that he's got some arthritis in his hands. Like he's broken several fingers. Like texting hurts him.
Use
So
the
it's like I
voice
get
thing.
he does sometimes. But it's not something that comes naturally to him. And well, even typing on a keyboard.
Does he do the finger
Getting,
pecking?
no, he doesn't henpeck. He T-Rexes it.
Well, it's
I don't
better
know,
than the
but
fingers, I guess.
I don't know. He types so weird. It just typing does not come naturally to him. And I
Of course,
suspect.
I can't get over Dad holding pens like this.
See, I'll go back and forth,
Or
and I'll
like
do that.
this. Like, I can do it for a little bit, but after about a sentence, I'm like, nope, that feels weird. I hate that.
Yeah. See, I'll go back and forth
Yeah, this is
doing
my
it.
default.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'll pick it up
It,
like this, and I can.
it is also good if, like, you're using a pencil and you can erase one way and write the other way.
Yeah.
So.
I suppose when I'm erasing, I do tend to do that.
Yeah.
Of course, I also will draw with my non-dominant hand sometimes, which people also tend to think is really weird.
I don't draw with my non-dominant hand. I'll use silverware backwards sometimes.
Yeah, there's one time Mom got really amused at me because we were at a hibachi grill. So, they're putting on a show. I'm sitting there eating my rice with my right hand and drawing with my left hand. And the cook is watching me draw instead of me watching him.
I think Garland's problem is also with him being dyslexic.
Yeah.
Like, talking is good, but typing, writing, anything like that, he's just been told over and over again that he's bad at it. So that he just, and Debbie and Gaylord are primarily to blame because there are several things that they've told him over and over and over again that he just believes.
Yeah. I
That,
mean, generally kids do believe their parents, for better or worse.
yeah, and it's like, I get that. But, like, some of it's stupid stuff. Like, should have gone out with the believing in Santa Claus stuff. But some of it is, like, legitimate, like telling him he's bad at this and he's bad at that and he shouldn't do this because he's not good at it. So he believes him and he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Some of it's like Garland has a tall forehead. So
Yeah.
his mother has told him he has a Neanderthal forehead. And that's why he wears ball caps because he's ashamed of his hairline.
Hmm.
Like, of all the stupid things.
Yeah.
Are you still streaming?
I am, yes.
Okay.
So, don't say anything too sensitive.
I doubt Debbie and Gaylord know what Twitch is.
It's fair. And even if they did, I doubt they know my Twitch.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's like, sure, they know I exist, but I haven't talked to them since your wedding, so
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe a brief hi to Debbie if I happened to be around while you were Marco Poloing her.
maybe.
But to them, I
If
am.
you were around when I was Marco Poloing her, then that was a fiasco.
Yeah. To them, though, I am likely nothing more than a concept.
Like, they know who you are. They know who David is, but
That they know who
yeah,
we
beyond
are,
that,
but they don't know us.
yeah. I've probably, mentioned at some point that you moved, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else in there, and I forgot what it was.
I have no idea. Was it on the topic of Debbie and Gaylord still?
Probably.
I went outside the line.
Hmm.
I also have a dot. Why do I have a dot? Go away. Oh, that's the sword. That's the wings. I'm just trying to finish the flat colors. That's all I want.
Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm
Okay.
tired.
Yeah, that's fair. It's later for you than it is for me, so
Yeah, but I think you get up earlier than I do.
possibly. What time do you get up?
When the kids get me up, generally about 7:30.
Okay, yeah, that is later than I get up, because I get up around 6.
Yeah. Not by much, but
Yeah. Although, with the time zone difference, me getting up at 6 would be you getting up at 7.
I get up at 7:30.
I mean, my first
Today
alarm.
they actually let me sleep till 8. So
Ooh, fancy.
yeah.
I recommended to one of my riders today, he was complaining about his Uncrustable being frozen, so I told him to put it in the microwave for a few seconds when he got to work. And he was so just blown away by this idea. And he called it lavish and said that I like updated the meta on food.
Does he know he can toast his Pop-Tarts as well?
I have no idea. Like, I'm just telling you to defrost your Uncrustable blood.
Yeah.
I wonder if he remembered to give me a tip. He usually gives me a cash tip, but he didn't have any on hand. So he said he'd tip on the app, and I didn't bother to look and see if he actually did or not.
Yeah. I had one delivery one time that I was picking it up from, I think, a USPS warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
and then they wanted me to deliver it to a UPS store, which, however, is different than UPS, just so you know.
Yeah.
And UPS stores will not take payment over the phone. So she was trying to pay for this package on my phone to the UPS store worker. And when they wouldn't take it over the phone, I had to drive her package to a FedEx store because they would take payment over the phone. And which fortunately they're gun barrels, so they're like a mile down the road from each other, so it's not like I had to do a bunch of extra driving.
Depending on the time of
But
day, though, that mile can be rough.
yeah. I mean, the UPS store is in that plaza near Hobby Lobby, and FedEx is down near where Golden Corral was.
Mm. We've still got a
So
Golden Corral out here.
there's still one around here, but most of them are gone at this point.
Yeah. I keep meaning to stop by Waffle House. I haven't had Waffle House in so long, but the only Waffle Houses we have are up in Columbia.
How far away is Columbia?
It's not that far. I just don't like it. It somehow mixes feeling like a big city with also still feeling like a college town.
Cleveland?
Cleveland, if it was the size of Chattanooga.
Chattanooga is not a college town.
No, but Columbia's closer in population to Chattanooga, but it feels like a college town because half of it is MU. It is a college town. It's just a very big one.
Okay.
But the vibes are just really weird and I don't like it. I go up there to work all the time, but I don't spend any extra time up there.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's, 30, 40 minutes away. It's not a long drive to get there. That being said, I am getting spoiled by Jefferson being as small as it is and the fact that I can drive at most 15 minutes and be wherever I need to be.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Just a few more feathers.
Are you still working on the one wing?
I just duplicated it and flipped it.
Okay.
I was not about to draw all of that by hand.
Well, I was just curious because you were just saying like a few more feathers, and I was like, I thought you were going to duplicate it. But
Yeah.
then you're talking about just individually drawing feathers and
Well, I'm doing the flat colors now.
oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you are, aren't you? I've closed my browser already, so
Ah.
I'm not actually watching your stream anymore.
For shame. I can't believe you've abandoned me.
Hey, I'm still here. I'm still on your stream.
Yeah.
I think what I was gonna say earlier was I before I got my book printed, I let Debbie look through the PDF,
Mm-hmm.
and she got to the end and she's like, "Who's RC Taylor?" And I'm like, "That's my pen name. It's the pen name I'm using." And she's like, "Why?" And I'm
Because
like,
unfortunately, there are some very bad people in the world.
I didn't go into the specifics about it, but I was just like, because I like it, because it's what I want to use, because you know, I did mention, trying to keep it separate from my personal life for a number of reasons,
Yeah.
and she was just kind of like she didn't argue with me, but she was just like, okay.
Yeah. Thankfully, because I was using the name Kai as an alias online for so long anyways, picking it up for theater was just like, okay, it's just there.
Yeah, I do like the name Ray, but doing children's books and using the male spelling of Ray, um, it was just mentioned to me that people are more trusting of books that are written by women when it comes
Yeah.
to their kids. So I even had a consult with a professional writer and use the name Ray on it. And she's like, that's a cool name. Or he was like, that's a cool name. And I'm like, yeah, it is. But if I wasn't writing children's books, I would use it.
Just colored in. Cool. Okay.
Maybe one day if I branch out to adult books.
The black colors are done. I can rest.
Yeah. Okay, bedtime.
I'm up to layer 472.
Yeah, you're gonna break 500 on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, anyways, good night, Twitch.